You know it's going to be a good day when one of these shows up on your doorstep. What's up, everyone? Back on the bench here, Redwood RC. Winter is coming. It's coming quick, very rapidly around the corner. And the best thing to do in the winter months is move the party indoors. The axial FCX24M deadbolt probably not going to get as much tension these winter months as it will in the summer. And that's mainly just because I don't feel like being outside when it's cold and wet. I don't like it. So, what are we to do in the winter? Bring the party indoors, and that means small scale fun. Where do we go for small scale fun? FMS has been coming out with some pretty cool stuff lately. So, picked up a new model from FMS. They have a pretty cool sale going on right now, so I snagged one of their FCX24M Range Rovers. You knew that if you clicked on this video because it's in the thumbnail and it's on the title. But why don't we come in a little bit closer? We'll open it up, we'll see what it comes with, and then we'll take it for a cruise on the outdoor course as well as hopefully the under construction indoor course. Okay, y'all, so what we have here as stated is the FMS FCX24M. I went with the Range Rover. I really like the look of this one. I'm not a big fan of discos, and to be honest, the Defender is kind of played out. So, looks like they gave us a couple of extra tools, maybe some universal joints, I don't know, tools. Hopefully labeled in case you mix that up. Those we're trying to escape. What do we got here? The FMS FCX24M Land Rover Camel Trophy Edition. Went with the range all the way in the back, hiding in the back there. Now, FMS is a Chinese company, so typical sort of translated Chinese packaging. I don't really see anything super exciting on the box. So, let's see, what do we get here in our packaging? So we got our manual, set of stickers, looks like some plates, flags, that sort of thing. More stickers, more tools, USB charger for their little battery. Even more tools. An extra pinion gear, spur gear, pinion gear thing, metal gear, so that's cool. Not sure, I'll have to check what that's for. More tools, sandboards, the FMS controller, pretty cool. I like the ability to adjust your trim and functions. I like the third channel for the lights. Can reach that with my thumb. That's super convenient. That's pretty sweet. I dig that. It's pretty small, super compact, good travel size. No complaints there. That's a very nice piece of kit. And finally, the star of the show, the FCX24M Range Rover. What a cool looking truck. What a cool looking little truck. And these things have proven to be incredibly capable little trucks. This is quite a bit smaller than the K5 Blazer. The FCX24 is definitely a larger vehicle. When you compare that to the TRX4M, you can see shorter wheelbase, smaller size overall, smaller tires. Compare them on the bench together. I mean, it's obvious how much smaller this truck is, which is perfect because I want to go with some smaller vehicles for my indoor course. The TRX4M is a little bit much on the indoor course. It's a little big, so I'm hoping that this little bit smaller, a little bit lighter truck will be able to get a little bit more scale feel out of the course. Now, this thing is very light, of course. It's all plastic underneath. The wheels, everything, all plastic, so it does have a little bit more of a top-heavy feel. I think there's probably some oil in those shocks. Suspension feels pretty good. I wanted to go with something a little more lightweight, a little more scale look. Went a little wild with the brass and the upgraded parts. on the TRX4M. So I'm looking for something a little bit more laid back to play with over the winter months. So why don't we pop this body off? As an aside, I love the working pintle. That's pretty cool. And of course, just some Velcro to hold the body on. Got our interior in there, lights come pre-wired, battery comes set in the battery tray already for you. FMS 3-channel receiver, teeny little 050 size motor hiding in there. We 2-speed transmission, which is really cool. That's something that I think is a major advantage, especially for, you know, the younger kids. Speed is an issue. Crawlers get boring for little children, that's for sure. Looks like we got a big old foam block in there in the back, and that's about it. Nothing crazy. Why don't we get this tiny little battery charged up, and we'll throw some batteries in the receiver, and we'll see what this thing can do on the trails. All right, we're out here with the FCX24M, the Range Rover, and this truck is so cool looking. The scale looks are super unique. I love that it comes pre-assembled with the interior. The roof rack is awesome. I have been wheeling it around a little bit, as has my son, and we both enjoy this truck a lot. It's got a great range of power, especially with the 2-speed transmission. Pretty good low-speed crawlability, and decent top-end speed as well. So why don't we tackle some of these obstacles around here and see what this thing can do. All right, now this is going to be a tricky line. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull it off. What I'm going to try to do is run up along here, around, up and around the stone, over, up, over that stone, and then down along here, back onto the creek bed. This truck is super top heavy, very tippy. The suspension is friction damped as far as I know. I mean, there might be some oil in these shocks. You know, there might be, but I actually really like how this truck rolls and leans and bounces and stuff. It looks pretty scale to me, and just the way the overall appeal of this truck, I think this is one of the few that I'm going to leave relatively stock. It could use some weight. We'll probably do some wheels, maybe some links, maybe some metal gears, that sort of thing. Potentially a brushless motor. If I could convert this to brushless, that would be the main thing. The really low down crawling resolution of this motor is just kind of maxed out. It's really good, but it could be better. And I think the way to fix that would be go brushless. Let's see if we can hit this line first, huh? This side hill is really tough for this truck. It's very tippy and top heavy. I can imagine with, you know, even more weight up on top in the roof rack with some little scale accessories and stuff, it'll be even more tippy. Let's see if it'll go up this way. Side hill is not this thing's strong suit, that's for sure. Reactive Terrain says these are the best mini crawler tires on the market. Now that might be true, but I think in order to take advantage of that, you're really gonna need some weight in the axles. It's just got no grip. I mean, it's a great little performer, just really needs some down low weight. Otherwise, it'll never, oh, there we go. Skill issue. Turning radius is not super great on this truck, but that's pretty accurate to the full scale truck too. Might have to send it here, boys. Yeah. Now this is the part where it's really gonna struggle. If that rock wasn't there, it would have went right over. Yeah. All right. It did that line. That's shocking. I mean, it needed a few tries, but it did it.
Okay, now this is going to be a tricky line for this truck, and one of the things that's nice about this is the 2-speed. My son especially loves it, but it gives it some extra capabilities. So what we're going to try to do is come through this line here, real slow, technical, rocky, doesn't look like much, but for a 24th scale rig, it's kind of a lot to handle. Come around, down this little sort of off-camber downhill, up through the rocks here, and then up the hill climb. And now that is going to require the use of second gear for sure. We're going to need that wheel speed to get up this, I think. Otherwise we're just going to spin, because it is a very, very lightweight truck. So the wheel speed can definitely be your friend at times. Let's see how it does. This thing is super top heavy, so this is a pretty difficult section for this truck. Ooh. I don't know if it's even going to be able to do this opening section. I mean, nice. Pretty sure is going to require the use of second gear. Let's see if it'll go up in first. All right, still in first. Oh wow, look at that. Let's check out second anyway, huh? So plenty of acceleration. My son loves this thing because it just shreds. All right, we're gonna try to come from down there up the little path, around, up the side of this little hill, over, and then down the rocks over there. See how it goes. There we go. See, if it had some more weight, it would be able to get over these ledges. It's got the clearance, it's got the power, it's got the suspension. Just needs a little more weight. Ooh, buddy. Down low to keep those tires planted. All right, so now we're gonna take this top of the creek kind of line. So we're gonna come from here, down, 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 down this big drop. And we're gonna try to come back up, sort of over, down another big drop there. This off camber transfer sort of thing here, and then up. This, I think, is gonna be impossible. I don't think we're gonna make it up that. That's gonna be much too much for the FCX24M, I think. But then if we do make it over that, we'll try to continue along this sort of top of the creek line here. See how it does. Nice. This is going to be the tough bit, I think. Oh! Oh! Oh, there it is! There it is! Nicely done.
You know who made it.
You know, it's not exactly a rock crawler right out of the box. It's definitely more of a scale trail truck, but I absolutely love this thing. It's so cool. It's got such an awesome look to it. It performs really well. I just think it's awesome. Definitely an indoor truck, but performs really well outdoors as well. That 2-speed transmission makes it a blast to drive on the trail and to wheel around. I think I'm gonna spend the rest of my day out here getting to know this thing a little bit better and ripping around on some of these trails. I hope you guys enjoy this one. We'll see you again.
You know who made it.